This is the introduction of sequence and series. Let's just say I have an what do you call this one? A list of numbers. So I have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. What if I ask you guys, what would be the next term or number after 9? Can you guess it? Like, try to guess. So if your answer here is 11, then you guys are correct. The answer here is 11. So to those who don't get it, I'm going to explain it. So as you can see, this list of numbers are in order. Did you notice that? They are in order. So take a look. If I add 1 by 2, I'll get the answer 3, which is the second term or the next term after 1. So if I add 3 by 2, I'll have the sum of 5, which is the next term after 3. So if I add 5 by 2, I'll get the sum of 7, which is the term after 5. So that means, guys, if you want to get the number, basically next term, what you're going to do is just basically add the previous term by 2, or just figure out the pattern in this list of number. So as you can see, this one is so obvious. All right, we're in like this second term. All right, we achieved it by getting the sum of 1 and 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So we get the answer for 3. We get 5 by adding 2 to the previous term, which is 3. So that means if I add 9 by, I will get 11. And that is the missing term here. All right? That's it, you know? So let me give you another example. Let's just say I have 0 0.1, 0 0.01, 0 0.001, and 0 0.0001. Now, what would be the next term in this list? I mean, in particular, what would be the next term after this one, after 0 0.0001? Can you guess it? Or at least, what do you call this one? Find the answer for this one. So if your answer is 0 0.00001, then you guys are correct. The answer is 0 0.00001. So to those who don't get it, I'm going to explain it. So observe the given terms here, all right? So first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and then we have the fifth term. So as you can see, they are in an order. It's so obvious, all right? So on the first term, as you can see, we have only 1 after the decimal point, right? So there is no 0, right? There is no 0. For the second term, which is after the first term, we have only 1 0 here. So that means we have 1 0. Then after the second term, we have the third term, which is this one. So in here, we have 2 zeros. All right. Then, if we go to the fourth term, as you can see, there are like 3 zeros given. So, what did you notice here? As you can see, if we proceed to the next term, there is an increase of number of zero by 1. So here, there's no zero. Then as we proceed to the next term, we have an additional of 1 zero. So if we proceed to the next term, we have additional of 1 zero. Then if we proceed to the next term, we have additional of 0, only 1 zero. So the same thing here as well. So we're going to put another 0, all right? So therefore, if we keep on doing this one, so from here, no 0, then this one we have 1 0, then add another 0, so we have 2 zeros, then we add another 1 0, so that would be 3 zeros. Therefore, this one, if we're going to add another 0, we're going to have 4 zeros. So you see the pattern here? If we proceed on getting the next term, we're going to put one more zero. You know that we're going to put 1 0, all right, as we proceed to the next term. So what did you notice here? So in these two examples, they are in order, yes, but then the first example is different to the second example, right? They're totally different because in this one, the pattern here is just basically get the term by adding the previous term by 2, right? And for this one, all you need to do is just add another 0, only 1 0 after the decimal place, after the decimal point, right? So if you're asked to get the third term, so since on the second term we have 0.01, so for the third term, just add another 0 after the decimal point. Hence, we have the answer 0.001. So there are 2 zeros already. So you see, they have their own specific order or pattern. So this one is what we call as the sequence. All right. But what if I told you guys that I ask you to get the sum of all of the numbers in a in a sequence. So for this, for instance, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So what if I ask you to get the sum of the numbers here? So we have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. So the sum here is 36. All right. Now, how about for this one? Wait lang. Just wait, guys. I'm just erasing the red marker and such. So if we're going to get the sum of the numbers here in this sequence, like 0.0.1, 0.01, then 0.001, and oh wait, sorry, there's two more, 0.001 plus 0.00001. What would be the answer here? So if we're going to add these numbers, we're going to have the answer of 0.1111 and 1. So you see, the sum of all of the numbers, okay, in a sequence is what we call as the series. All right. So sequence is basically a list of numbers, but there is a pattern. Series, on the other hand, is basically the sum of all of the numbers in a sequence. So we can understand by reading this definition. So according to the site that I used to research the topic, sequence is basically list of numbers in a specific order. All right, list of numbers in a specific order. So yeah, there is like a pattern. Then here, series is the sum of all numbers in a sequence. So yeah, you're going to add them all. All right, so that's it. So let me give you one last example. All right. So let's just say I have 1, 8, what do you call this one? 27, blank, 125, and wait, 216. Okay. So basically we have a list of numbers here, yet we have a missing term. And the missing term is not on the last part, rather is within the within the lowest value and the highest value, which are 1 and 216 respectively. Basically, what is the missing term here? So first, we need to analyze the order and the pattern. So as you can see, the given list of numbers here, they are all in cube, you know, they're all in cube form. So let me rewrite it at this way. 1 raised to 3 is equal to 1, right? 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. 3 raised to 3 is equal to 27, right? So we have like 5 raised to 3, which is 125. And we have 6 raised to 3, which is 216. So if you want me to rewrite it at this way, it looks like this one. 1 raised to 3, 2 raised to 3, 3 raised to 3, blank, 5 raised to 3, and 6 raised to 3. All right? So therefore, if you notice this one, 1, 2, 3, blank, 5, 6. So what do you expect that the number here will be? So obviously, if you notice the pattern here, 1, 2, 3. So what is the number after 3? If you're going to count, obviously it's 4, right? It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's 4. So since all of the present numbers here are in cube, therefore the missing term, which is 4, should be also raised to 3. All right. Therefore, with that being said, the missing term here will be 64. All right. You guys get the pattern here. So what can we say again? So as you can see in this pattern, all of the numbers here are basically on what do you call this one? They are all on cube form, So basically a number raised to 3. So if we're going to simplify that one, we have the numbers here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, you know. So that means the missing number here is 4. And again, all of the numbers here are all raised to 3. Therefore, the number 4 should be also raised to 3. Hence, this is the missing number. So yeah, that is all that I can discuss. All right, for the introduction of sequence and seed.